It don't stick when it's wet. I would post it again in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, by the way, you ate all the fucking Choco Pies.
No, I left you 2.
You left me 1.
Well, that's more than enough.
I would.
More.
That's 8 billion people. You're getting into it. Welcome to the So You Wanna Get Fat podcast. I am your host, not your typical chef, Brian Sal. And today with me is my ball of butter French goodness, my beaucoup Frenchy.
Add well done.
Well done. Yes, you're well done. You are well done. My goodness.
What? Oh, no, I'm talking about the fucking heat.
Oh,
not my...
yeah, that too.
Oh, are you judging me by my appearance?
Yeah, I am. Totally. 100%. You obviously have been in the sun lately because you're 43% Italian.
It's popping out.
It's popping out.
And for those of you, what does that mean by Italian? Go watch True Romance.
What's True Romance?
Oh, you don't know that movie?
No, it's a movie? No,
yeah.
I don't know.
Oh.
Who's in it?
Christian Slater. I mean, there's a ton of people in it.
Oh yeah, one
yeah,
of them
Val
movies?
Kilmer's in it.
Oh, I love Val Kilmer. You know what I just
watched? The guy
watched?
from Apocalypse Now and Blue Velvet's in there.
You know who I just watched? What I just watched? Heat.
Oh,
yeah.
It's a little dated.
It's dated, but it's still awesome.
But but if you look at it, it's like, oh, this is what it used to look like.
She got a great ass.
She got a great ass.
She's got a big ass.
No, he said great ass.
Great
he
ass?
was going to say big because you can see his lips was about to do a B.
Oh.
And like he changed it last minute and said, great ass. It's amazing. Amazing movie.
You know, that's the only movie that De Niro and Pacino are in the same scene.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy.
That's
They've been in so many movies together, but not together.
Not in the same.
Same. But all the same.
Same. But different.
But different.
But still same. Dude,
we have to watch that.
I have been doing that constantly to the band, and it cracks them the fuck up.
Did you give me credit? You did not give me credit for that.
I did. On the meat and potatoes of today's episode, we watch You Suck at Cooking, Making Corn Dogs, because I need something to cheer me the fuck up after these last few days I've had. But Frenchie, before we get to the
Did you get through it?
I got through it.
Are you here?
I'm here, baby. I'm here.
So no bitching.
I'm here.
No bitching.
That's right. I ain't bitching. I'm just suppressing everything deep down and being a man.
Suppress it down there.
Just push it down.
Right
Just
down there.
shove it down. No. Fight those tears. Just put them away.
Cut it out.
Yes. But before we get on to the meat and potatoes of today's episode, Frenchie, what? My goodness, you have lost more weight.
I have?
You have.
Dude, I had a tummy ache today.
What
Oh, that's why I lost weight today.
Oh.
I was at the gym.
Yeah.
I had to stop like every 10 minutes. I don't know what I ate.
What did you eat?
I don't know.
340 West 46th Street, Le Rivage restaurant.
Not at Le Rivage. I didn't eat at Le Rivage.
But that is where we're filming from.
Yeah. I was at the gym for like 3 hours. That's how bad it was.
Oh, that's bad.
I had to like stop and like go back and then I felt because I was rested too much. I felt like I had to do more.
You needed to do more, right?
You know?
Right. I know.
But then there's more. The strain
stress
caused
made you-
more chaos. Oh no, it was not good. It was not good.
Well, if you're in New York and don't mind making the trek over to Williamsburg, Brooklyn, visit me at Mission Sandwich Social, 326 Bedford Ave, where we now have electricity. It's been a few days.
Told you to get that generator.
I did get a generator.
Yeah, but I told you this a long time ago.
I know you did tell me. All right, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Anyway, so that's
listen
the
to me. You pay the price.
We're gonna tell you what happened with me these last few days. Power went out, but you know what you shouldn't do? What you shouldn't do is buy a bottle of Gochujang
A.
Gochujang.
A.
Don't buy it. If you buy it, you're an asshole. And you're an even bigger asshole if you buy a bottle of Wink once. Lost becomes Wink once. Or Blink 182. 182. Link in the description below. Listen, the Lost Becomes Hot Sauce is also a So You Want to Get Fat collaboration with Samsa House. This is available through the Silent Pendulum Records website, okay, where my band is signed to. Vinyl to come soon. You can buy a CD, support us. Gochujang A l'Orange is our longtime sauce. Now, Gochujang A l'Orange is, come November, would have been out for a year.
No.
But I am currently working on our next sauce
Oh.
to come soon. This is the next batch that we have to taste.
It's not the...
Oh, no, it's not it's not
the white
ding
sauce?
dong sauce.
It's not the ding dong
no,
sauce?
ding dong sauce is when we're fucking going international. You know what I mean? That's the...
You mean...
We're going to give everyone in the world
like
our
Pitbull,
ding dong sauce.
Mr. Global,
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Universal.
Our ding dong sauce is going global on everybody. We're coming on everyone. I mean, we're coming to everyone.
Well, that works too.
We're coming everywhere. Okay? Also, where else can people watch and listen to our
Spotify.
Spotify. That green thing.
That green thing with the lines in it.
Yeah. Okay.
And it has video.
And there's video. There's video.
Unedited.
Unedited. Uninterrupted. You know, you're going to experience...
Uncensored.
You're going to experience Frenchy and I as we should be experienced. Okay? Fucking raw.
Daddy, chill.
You see, the thing is, on YouTube, we typically have to edit out segments last minute before the episodes go live because there's always something that gets us demonetized. But if you want to be an awesome fan, I think you can like leave a tip, and I use that money to buy Frenchy's snacks.
You did not get me
which
snacks.
I did not get. Listen,
the last
I didn't get you
$20.
I'm not going to get. I was going to get chocolate, but that's.
I eat all of it.
That is a terrible idea right now.
Oh, it's so hot.
I know.
It would melt. It would be melting.
Yeah. By the way, you ate all the fucking Choco Pies.
No, I left you two.
You left me. No, you left me one.
Well, that's more than enough.
I would.
More than nothing is enough.
Okay, so this was last week. I came here early. I didn't eat yet, and I was like, I'm gonna wait to have a big dinner later. But fortunately, I have some snacks at the studio to hold me over to dinner.
Sweets are not snacks. That's not a healthy.
Well,
I saved you.
It doesn't. Oh yeah. Oh yes. You saved me. You saved me.
I saved you.
That's what.
Okay, meat and potatoes.
Well, before that,
yes.
Before we get to the meat and potatoes, how you been, buddy?
I'm good.
What's been cooking? What's been going on? What's the latest and greatest in the life of Frenchy?
Nice weekend.
Nice weekend. Okay.
Was on the lake.
Very nice.
They do like what people like to do there. They like to tie boats together and just float around on the lake, listen to music and drink.
You guys tie what, each other's boats?
Yeah.
And just float around?
I drop an anchor.
Yeah.
And then everybody ties to my boat.
And it's your boat. So you're the anchor.
Well, I was there first, so I was the anchor.
Sounds pretty sweet.
It is.
Especially if the weather's nice.
It was beautiful. It was like when it was raining, and then we decided, okay, we trusted the forecast that at 2:00 it was gonna turn, and it looked gray, and then it did.
It cleared up. Oh,
it was great.
All right. Okay. You know, you would hope that by now technology has gotten
some
better.
I got some nice pictures of Blondie.
I'm sure you did.
And
others?
And others.
Oh, this is nice. Very nice.
I mean, they're in the background.
Well, my kid punched a boy in the face.
Oh, this was last week.
Yeah, this was last week, but we didn't talk about it on the podcast.
Oh, I don't know if we should say this.
I'm going to tell you guys a story.
Okay.
So my daughter was in the schoolyard playing, and someone hit her with a softball. And then she got pissed, went up to the boy, and decked him in the face. And my wife got a call. Your daughter is in trouble. She's going to be in detention for a few days.
Say that word again?
Detention. Listen, I'm stumbling on myself a little bit. I'm tired. Okay. Anyway, so that happened last week. Daughter punched a kid in the face. You know, I couldn't say I was proud of her. You know, I had to be responsible and say you have to control your temper, blah, blah, blah. But Frenchy knows. Frenchy knows I will chop my arm off to beat you with it. He knows a few stories. Not going to share. Allegedly.
Or get rear-ended.
Or, yeah, you know, stuff like that. so that happened. And then this past Monday, Josh, I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you the B-roll. Did you see my Instagram? The
Yes,
streets were on fire?
Yes, of course.
Fucking asshole. You
What?
didn't see it.
Yes, I did.
You didn't see it.
Yes, I did.
There was an electrical fire in a manhole.
Because it was too hot.
It was very hot. So New York right now is experiencing a heat wave. And
We're still running on electrical wiring from like 100 years ago.
yeah, more or less. So the manholes were literally on fire, spewing out fireballs. And I just saw the lights at Mission look, in and out. And before it went out, I actually shut off the breaker. So anyway, none of my equipment is damaged. But I shut off the breaker. This happened at 11:30, literally
Lunch.
opening time. So we have no app orders coming in. I can't take credit card. People are coming into the shop. Fortunately, I can.
But that's so weird. When?
What?
Wait, that was what day?
Monday.
You know that happened to us here too?
What?
Like we lost internet.
Oh, really?
And you're like, I hate the fact that we need to rely on
Right.
internet to function, like to be open. Like you have no internet, you can't be open. No more POS, no more phone, no more music, no more entertainment.
Well, so I was able to take. So the band uses the Square app, which
oh wait,
you can
we have.
you can take
Didn't think of it.
you can take credit card payment with your phone. This is what we use for merch sales at shows. Very convenient. So I thought of that.
Oh, Tebow was Venmoing me. People were
Venmoing?
Venmoing me.
Are you sure he Venmoed everything?
Huh?
Are you sure he?
Oh
had
yeah.
Venmo-
Well, he was giving me the tickets.
Oh, okay. Well, so that's how we made it
No.
happen on
The
Monday.
customers. He had the customers Venmo.
No,
me
I
directly.
understand. Oh, Venmo you directly.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Well, we made it happen on Monday. I sent all the staff home early. You know, I was only able to do walk-in sales, and it was a heat wave, so I wasn't expecting too many walk-ins. But,
Did you?
We had a good amount. I did a good amount of business considering I did it by myself. I didn't have to pay the labor for that day because I sent everyone home early.
And you were able to get rid of material.
Yeah. So I got rid of as much as I could.
Were you making these sandwiches extra big?
Yeah. And then I basically sold until 3:30, right? Because we open at 11:30 legally with DOH, you know. The food technically wasn't out of temp for 4 hours, but I just kind of cut it off at 3:30. And at that 3:30 point, I gave all the Con Edison guys that were working gigantic fucking sandwiches and was like, hey guys, hope you get the power back on soon. You want some sandwiches? So I gave a shit ton of sandwiches. They still didn't get the power on until the next day, which sucked. But yeah, unfortunately, Mission had a huge loss in food product. I did go to Home Depot. I did get a generator. Fortunately, my basement has a door that goes directly outside, so I was able to place the generator outside and plug in only one of my fridges could get plugged into, and my 2 freezers. But you can only fit so much into that one fridge.
But then your neighbors poo-pooed their generator.
But then my neighbors complained around midnight. I had to turn off the generator.
Pussies.
Yeah. So the next day, unfortunately, everything was out of temp. Still had to.
Could they make you turn it off though?
Yeah, I think for noise, for sure. It was loud.
Oh.
Yeah. Even the super like tried to help me out and tried to explain to them like, hey, you know, like this guy's gonna lose all. They didn't care. It was one person in particular. I'm gonna call her Karen.
Because her name is Karen.
Her name probably is Karen. So I was forced to shut off the generator at midnight. The
So
electricity.
who enforces that? And who's going to enforce that?
Well, they're gonna call 311 on the building.
Okay,
Yeah, I
go
guess.
ahead.
But listen, I played ball. I documented everything. Took shit tons of pictures. Gonna put in an insurance claim. It is what it is. It's just like a fucking headache that I don't need. You know. Anyway, so Tuesday the electricity finally comes back on at 10:30. Me and my team haul ass to re-prep everything. We get open at 1:30. And we did a decent day's worth of sales considering we were open very late. But what I do want to shout out is my direct neighborhood. in that today we were busy. And it was because a bunch of people came by and said, hey, we saw you were shut down for a day. We just came in to support. So that really fucking touched my heart. And to me, that's a testament of what we offer to the neighborhood.
From what your post?
Yeah, well, I did one social media
I would
post.
post it again in a couple of weeks.
No, I think it was a lot of people were walking by and saw that we were shut down. We had a lot of people come in after I stopped making sandwiches, asking if I'm still selling. And I said, I'm sorry, no, everything's shut down. Yeah, we did the best we could, but we lost thousands of dollars worth of. So sad throwing all this shit away. But what can you do?
Could have had half off price outside.
I sold as much as I could do. I really did. But shout out to my team, everybody. I mean, there were some of my staff that were saying, I'm not going to clock in today, chef. I'm going to help you out. And I told them, absolutely not. You're getting paid. But I just really appreciate all the people who came today to help out. They bought a sandwich. They made sure to come by to support us. Means a lot. So thank you, everybody. Big time thank you. Thank you to my staff. And then I got hit with the rent bill, which has the yearly increases on taxes. And I was like, motherfucker. I mean, whatever. Such is the life of a business owner. But that was my week.
Yeah. Our freezer broke down. Got to get a new freezer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Ugh.
And then...
What, during like the heat wave or just... Yeah. Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yesterday.
And
then another refrigerator is like... And I told them weeks ago, keep track of the temps.
Yeah.
Log the temps, morning, noon, and night.
Right. It's, and especially as a place ages, it's going to happen more and more. My place is going into...
No, my old stuff still works right.
Oh, it's the new shit.
It's the new stuff that breaks down. I have refrigerator. I have a walking that's 100 years old. A walk-in refrigerator from like 100 years old.
Yeah. What's wrong?
I'm tired too.
It's also hot as fuck.
Yeah, it's hot.
But what's crazy is it's hotter outside of this room.
Yeah.
Because the moment you walk in, it feels cool, but you sit in it for a minute. You're like,
it's still hot.
Why isn't it getting cooler? So I'm sorry.
Hey, listen, I tried to turn it on early.
No, I appreciate it. It really, everybody just making me feel so loved lately. Because I came into the room and the AC was on. The room was cool. And I know Frenchy did it for himself. So that when he walked into the room would be nice and cool.
Not cool enough, apparently.
So I'm sorry. So you have a walk-in that is like 100 years old.
Easily.
Yeah.
So it's all wood.
Oh, yes, you're right. I keep forgetting that.
And it's grandfathered in.
Old school.
Yeah.
That is old school.
It's got to be 100 years old.
Yeah.
But then, the evaporator's new and the compressor's new and all that. The motors still work. The only thing we change are the fans.
Right.
And
because those wear out.
Yeah.
Like it just due to friction, right?
But every freezer I bought since I took over, everything I bought coming in, I've had to replace.
All right.
Everything old is still functioning.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
They just don't make stuff like they used to anymore.
There's no money in it.
Yeah, that's true. There is no money in it, right? There's no money in it. All right, so that's the latest and greatest going on with Frenchy and I. I just had to share and vent.
I have to vent.
And by the way, I haven't been drinking for a couple months, to the point where the staff at RIVAGE has been getting a little weirded out.
No.
Yeah, they're like, no.
We're drinking tonight.
Yeah, on Monday night after I finally got everything into the fridge, and before I was asked to shut it off, I took my guys. I had 2 guys come to help me close up shop, clean up everything. Man, we had the beers and we had the whiskey.
Where?
I just had a bar right.
The one across the street?
Yeah, the one that we go to when you come.
Were they open?
They were open. Well, so it was just my building, the building directly across the street, and like another building, maybe 2 buildings down. It wasn't like a
neighborhood.
Yeah, it wasn't a neighborhood. It was just a few select.
So it's the relays that connected, which is weird. Like you would think they would be right next to each other, and like one's here, one's there.
So what the Con Ed guys told me. I don't know if he was supposed to tell me. Is like, listen, like for the good of the many, we had to make a few suffer. So we did a quick fix, and and I was like, so my building's the one that is the one that's suffering, huh? He's like, I don't know, buddy, but that's what we did. That's what we did.
He was like, he was looking at the menus.
Right.
We have Irish, we have this. Oh, no, I'm kidding. No, they wouldn't do that.
No, they were great. Listen, I do not envy those guys. I mean, they were in full overalls, helmet, everything, working in that fucking heat. That's hard fucking. So it is what it is.
Surprisingly enough, they need a different way to extinguish them, because a lot more damage gets done when they extinguish that.
Well, so that wasn't even the fire department I was talking about. That was the Con Ed guys.
Yeah, but before the initial.
They couldn't put it out, because if they did, it would damage it more. So they just let it burn. So the 2 fire trucks came and they put cones out and just
waited.
Yeah,
that's what they do.
Yeah. For electrical fire, there's nothing you can do. No.
Which is,
I know,
retarded. Oh my God.
But I'm alive. Here I am.
I'm dead.
Still
I'm alive.
Yes.
I'm okay. I'm speeding. You don't know that meme?
No.
The dog?
No.
Oh, whatever. You motherfucker.
So I decided to get a video for us to react to that would make us both chuckle and have a good time. We've reacted to this channel once on Pro Chef React. We're going to do it on the podcast today, something a little different, because I genuinely do enjoy this video. This is the Guga recommended You Suck at Cooking. We are going to watch corn dogs get made.
Wait, so how's this related to Guga? He told us to watch this?
Yes, when he came onto the podcast, he said we told him how much we love Future Canoe.
So this guy's in spirit.
Yes.
Okay, this is good.
You ready, buddy?
Oh my God, 23 minutes in, people. For those of you that want to skip.
You suck at cooking, yeah, you totally suck. Today we're making corn dogs, not corn dogs. Corn dogs, not corn dogs. Corn dogs, and definitely not corn dogs.
Hey, I don't think I've had a corn dog.
What? No. Oh my, really?
Those look good.
They are amazing, especially when you get a fresh corn dog. So a lot of corn dogs, okay, no, let me say this. A good fresh corn dog is where they have a batter and they take a hot dog and just dunk it in the batter and right into the fryer.
Oh, batter? That's batter?
It's like it's like corn. It's a thinner cornbread is what I would equate to.
Because in Europe, a lot, and all the countries have their variation. They just bake a loaf around it.
Right? No, they fry these. So they dip it into a, like basically a corn muffin batter.
It's more fat. It's extra juicy flavor.
Extra juicy.
Also known as hot dog popsicles, these Korean-style corn dogs owe their evolution to earlier attempts at the corn dog, including the apple dog, the zucchini dog, and the cauli dog. For these recipes, you can use any type of hot dog you like, such as classic hot dogs.
Like where ding dong sauce comes from.
Has an extra thick fupa.
Memory foam hot dogs.
Oh my God, I haven't heard that in so long. Do you know what fupa is, everybody? Let us know in the comments below.
You can pick fresh veggie dogs, or if you're desperate, you can use a horn dog. To make our batter, we'll add 1 1/4 cups of flour. This is all-purpose wheat dust, though sometimes rice flour is used. And with American corn dogs, you'd be adding cornmeal.
I think that's the TV.
Yeah?
2 tablespoons of sugar, a half teaspoon of salt.
You did say you have diabetes, no?
No.
You were trying to show your toes the other day. It's like, oh, it's tingly. I think I have the diabetes.
1 teaspoon of instant yeast. Give that a premix, aka a prangjangle. Then add an egg and 100 milliliters of warm water and start wang jangling, and don't stop until your wrist is angry. You can use your hand if you want to create a dough glove. Then clean your spoon off with your spatula to get every last morsel of precious dough. Then clean your spatula off with a fork to leave no dough behind. Then use an oil thermometer to clean off the fork. Then use a mini corn dog leg to clean off the thermometer. Then burn the toothpick as a sacrifice to the corn gods. Now we'll cover that dough and leave it to rise like corn from a field, except nothing like that at all.
No, it's not a batter.
Well, I've seen it as a batter. He's doing it as a very thin dough. I don't know. Let's
Okay.
watch.
To a shallower bowl for better dog rolling. Now we're going to mount our dogs on some spears. I'm using chopsticks for maximum sturdiness. If you end up with one that has hypospadia, just slide it out and course correct. Close enough. These are a bit long, so I'm going to snap off the ends.
Oh, you
Now
could-
blow
oh,
that
you could've done a
sawdust
better
off the
job than
plate
that.
and hope no one gets splinters. Now you might be tempted to confuse this with a Sacred Harvest one,
Just
but as
leave
you
them
can
long.
see, it doesn't have any of the traditional
That's what she said.
Sacred Harvest pattern.
But wait, how did
Wait.
You want to make sure the dogs are bone dry
Yes.
for a better batter
Yes.
stickiness, which you can do with a
same
paper
way
towel,
when you're gonna
or you can use a
when you're gonna barbecue?
Yeah.
You want to pat down and dry your patties, your steaks, everything. All your cuts of meat.
Yeah.
You want to pat it down dry.
Maximum caramelization.
Yes. And here, it's a different zone that you want the product to stick.
Yes. Yeah. The drier the product,
It
The
don't
better-
stick when it's wet.
So when you're breading something for frying, you usually
Slides
dredge
right
in.
in.
You usually dredge in flour so that the egg can stick
Both
onto that.
directions.
blow dryer, or hang them out on the clothesline, or by putting a glass of water next to them so that relatively speaking they're pretty dry. And then do one last emergency hot dog drying session. Then we'll dip them in this bowl of glue, also known as corn dog eel fluid. Check out those glutenin and gliadin proteins
Okay,
with their
that's
strong
gonna-
disulfide bonds, am I right? You can wet your hand and mold the dough if you like, making sure it's not
It's
too
gonna get
thick.
fried.
Now we're ready to roll in
Okay.
the breadcrumbs. These are
Yeah.
Italian
So what
style-
Frenchy is saying, he's doing bare hand contact. That's okay in this case because it's not ready to eat. He's not eating it immediately. It's still getting cooked. It's going to get disinfected. So therefore, you can still have bare hand contact.
handcrafted artisan breadcrumbs, which come from the Puglia region, which means we're creating Italian-Korean fusion cuisine, also known as Cortalian food. We'll just get a nice good coating here. I'm using an actual
There's
home
no
deep
corn-
fryer because it's
cornmeal.
safer than doing it on the stovetop. My general recommendation for deep frying at home is don't deep fry because it's dangerous and you don't know what you're doing. But if you're gonna disobey, I've got
True
links
that.
below for all the safety stuff, so make sure to check.
Yeah, dude, if you're going to deep fry at home, always remember whatever vessel you are frying in, only fill the oil halfway. Not 2/3, not to the top, halfway. Because even without anything inside, when you heat up the oil, it expands, so it'll rise a little bit. And then when you add your product inside,
Forget that. Just spray it with some oil and then put it in the air fryer. I don't trust you people.
Yeah, all right, yeah, I agree. I don't trust you guys either.
Get
You know
out.
what? Go
So
to
that's
the
frying
fair.
for 3 minutes until it's
Go
nice
get one
and
at the
golden
fair.
brown. Then goes onto our wire rack to cool off for a
Dude, that
bit.
looks bomb.
Yes,
That's
it
a
But
good
where's the
looking
cornmeal? Usually,
Yeah, that's corn dog.
corn dog. It looks much better than my first attempt, which looks like a total piece of not good
That-
corn dog.
that looks
now
like
we'll
a
take a
diseased
mozzarella
penis.
rectangular prism and slide that onto our stick to create a cheese dog, which isn't a dog at all. It's a grilled cheese stickwich, which also isn't grilled. Lies everywhere in the corn dog world. Watch your back. I only fried this one for around 2 minutes. Then we get this oozy goozy breadstick on a stick. And now we'll do the potato dog, sometimes called the ugly potato dog. This is essentially a hot dog with French fries built in. Smart. I've got frozen hash
yeah,
I don't hate that.
yeah. Well, that's something very common in Korea.
Really?
That's the first time I saw it. I'm sure it's existed elsewhere, but when I traveled to Korea when I was much younger, that's the first time I saw it. They also have one I saw where
Dude, we need to open up a corn dog stand.
Let's do it. Would you come to our corn dog stand? Because there'll be gochujang a l'orange and wink 182 sauce on the table
Man,
to your
think
heart's
of all
content.
the dirty lingo we could use.
browns here that are still frozen.
Like Pat
you can also
LaFreda's
chop up
famous
frozen French
logo
fries.
was like "Eat My Meat."
Yeah.
That was their first logo.
Isn't it still? Don't they? Still have merch that says "Eat My
Yeah,
Meat."
they do.
Yeah.
Or you can use parboiled potato like
Shout
a
out to Pat LaFreda. You're the man, Pat. He's not going to see that.
Oh, he didn't
Well,
answer me.
I'm just
Or
going to
did
fill
he?
the
I
gaps
have him
in
on
here
silent.
like I'm doing an arts and crafts project. Then into the lava we go for 3 minutes or a bit longer, and we get this beautifully grotesque abstract art log. And now we have a beautiful, harmonious, corn-free corn dog family. Gorgeous. If you want to put the corn back in
What's up?
You see the one where you see there was like a gap? That's because he didn't dry it. It didn't stick to the hot dog.
Mm.
Forgot that
In
one.
corn
You could-
dog, you can use a corn cob stick holder. If you don't want to muck around with all that battering and frying nonsense, you can get a pre-made corn dog sheath and just slide that on and eat that ice cold raw dog. Mmm. This video is sponsored by HelloFresh.
Oh, no, they're not paying us.
They're not paying us.
They're not paying us. Okay.
Fuck to you.
Fuck to
They've
you.
got.
Oh, people, you see
can
those
go
cutting boards with the different colors
Yeah.
and everything like that?
Yeah.
Do not get that
Why?
because the different pieces of wood are glued together, and now you have glue in there. We don't like glue,
We don't like glue.
and it's toxic.
All right. So that's
Same reason everybody stopped using the paper straws. The glue is fucking toxic.
Yeah.
That went away. That went away real
Yeah,
quick.
that did go away real quick. And you know what's so fucking stupid? So there was this law in New York where you had to use paper straws, okay? I understand it. They didn't want to pull straws out of turtles' noses anymore.
One turtle, and we have to go ballistic.
So they made the law. It was mandatory to use paper straws. Well, guess what? You still had to have plastic straws available if it was requested. Like, what?
Yeah, but what the worst part is, like, each individual straw came wrapped with plastic.
I don't fucking get this town sometimes. Anyway, whatever.
Oh, it's not getting any better.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
On to the not so current news. All right.
I got it perfect
You
this
did.
time.
You did. High five. Good job.
Good job.
2 years ago today, the Ocean Gate submersible went missing. Did you see the documentary on Netflix about this?
They were morons 2 years ago, and they're still morons
They
today.
are still fucking morons.
Sorry.
But
I feel
dude,
bad for that kid who didn't want to go with his dad.
Yeah. So, but when you watch the documentary, they have audio files from inside the submarine during tests, and it was made out of carbon fiber, right? You hear the carbon fiber popping.
Bing,
Bong,
bing,
bing, bong, bong, bing, 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 bong, bong. You know what I mean? It's
Wait, in real time?
in real time.
Of it happening?
No, it's like all the previous dives. So they've
Oh.
known about this. I
Ugh,
know. It's so, it's just
That's sketchy.
slimy. But if I'm remembering it correctly, they went through a winter, and you can't, if I'm not mistaken, you can't let carbon fiber sit in a deep freeze because it'll compromise it even more. And then they dived again, and whoop,
Oh, no.
I know.
You fucked up.
Yep. All right. Next, Bali flights canceled after Indonesia volcano erupts. Dude, look at that.
Come on.
Indonesia sits on the
That's,
Pacific
like, if
ring
you
of
see
fire.
that, that's like the end of the world, right? You're
I
looking
know.
at that, you're like,
Oh,
what? That looks like an atomic bomb.
I know. Holy shit. Yeah, so that happened. Let's see what else on the not so current news. Oh yeah, I thought this was pretty cool. If you were to combine all 8 billion people on Earth into a giant meatball, it would fit in Central Park.
Who thinks of this?
I don't know. It's so random. And I don't think that's possible. Every person, 8 billion people? No, got to be bigger than Central
No.
Park.
That looks legit. Look how small those buildings are. No.
That's 8
Okay,
billion people. You're getting into it.
Let's move on.
All right. Let's see what else. In Switzerland, it's illegal to own just one guinea pig
Oh,
because they get lonely.
Okay, that's sweet.
That is kind of sweet.
So if one dies, then you have to go get another one real quick.
Or you eat it.
Yeah, they're good to eat.
They are good to eat. I think in Peru, right? They
Uh-huh.
specialize in guinea pig. I've
Uh-huh.
never tried it. Have you tried it?
And in Belgium, they eat water rats.
Water rats?
Yeah,
really?
they're rats. They're
Yeah.
rats.
No
They're
shit.
huge.
Delicious.
They look like the size of beavers, except they have a rat.
Ugh. Hate rat's tails. All right, moving on. Let's see. After 12 years of failed attempts, the man who lost his hard drive containing 742
man.
million in Bitcoin finally ends his search. In 2013, James Howells accidentally threw away a hard drive containing the keys of 8,000 Bitcoin, now worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Ever since, he's been on a relentless mission to recover it from a landfill in Wales. But despite the potential value, local regulations have blocked his access to the site, citing environmental and safety concerns. For over a decade, the hard drive remained buried.
Why, he
Just
bought
out
the
of
garbage
reach.
dump?
I don't know. All I know is this guy's been trying to find this fucking hard drive. I wonder how much resources he put into it. Right?
That's the
Because even
problem.
if you spent like $10 million, if you find the hard drive, it would still be worth it.
Yeah,
Right?
probably worth more than that, actually.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, vámonos.
okay. Moving on. Oh, here's some food clips. We haven't done food clips in a while.
Oh, hey, Marco.
Marco Pierre White, one of the OG celebrity chefs, he shows us how to make a 3-star Michelin sandwich. What would a 3-star Michelin sandwich be to you? If you were to imagine what a 3-star Michelin sandwich, what would that be to you? Let us know in the comments below.
I can make a French dip.
3-star Michelin
Yeah.
French dip
Oh,
sandwich.
yeah. And you know where I'd go with that.
Okay, well, let's see what Marco Pierre White does.
Allow me to introduce you into that 3-star world and some of its simplicities. Not everything has to be technical.
Yeah. So before we keep watching, just because something is 3 Michelin star doesn't necessarily mean it's all fancy, crazy techniques. You know,
Listen, they serve caviar and truffles at these places.
Yep.
No
And
technique there.
no technique there. It's just, topping shit with it.
Yeah.
But there is an artistry to presenting food in its most natural possible form with minimal manipulation. And if you can master that, I think that's very special.
Not everything has to be complicated. Where you can take a slice of sourdough, some butter, anchovies, shallots, a little parsley on top. Bang, the perfect sandwich. It takes you somewhere you've never been before. Right, simple sourdough. I'll leave the grill to do the work. So it's very simple. Slice shallots. Just loosen them up. So, generous with the butter. Just remember, butter makes everything taste better. A life with
Frenchy, does butter make everything taste better? I agree.
Makes everything fit better, too.
without butter is not a life, trust me. And you want the butter half melted. Anchovies. And be generous with them. It's amazing what happens when you place it into your mouth and bite. You just sprinkle the loose shallots, tiny bit of parsley. And you have to question what's happening in your mouth. You have to question, you have to think, why? So if you think about what's happening, toasted sourdough.
Wait. Sorry,
unsalted
not a
pasta,
sandwich.
Anchovies, shallots, finely sliced. Lay.
Yeah, I agree. It needs that top slice. Yeah.
The whole point of the sandwich is the early sandwich didn't want to dirty his fingers.
Right.
So he could hold it in one hand like that.
I agree.
Yeah,
That's
people,
toast.
People are going to say, oh, it's an open face.
Yeah. Open faced, or that's anchovy toast.
Yep.
But
It's
eat the
what's the French thing where they do the whole bread, the top piece things?
wait, say that one more time.
Tartine.
Tartine. Yeah.
Tartines.
Yeah. I mean, I would still eat the shit
first
out of
bite
this,
is
but it's not a
warmth.
sandwich.
That is
Then the
sensationally
acidity,
good.
And then the salt of the anchovies.
Oh, yeah.
But it's all softened by the butter
Oh, yeah.
and by the toast. And that little bit of parsley just to wash the palate for the next slice. Simplicity on a plate, but 3-star flavors. Allow
All
me.
right, I'm hungry as fuck. We need to go eat soon.
He's like such an amazing chef, but he's smoked.
Yeah, smoked hard. I mean, look
Yeah.
at it. Look at him.
I know.
Look at them chompers there. Okay. Next, Haribo recalls entire stock of gummy candy after 3 packs found laced with drugs.
What kind of drugs?
Let's see. Haribo wants customers to send their bags directly to the company, not to grocery stores. Tap the what's it? What store is it asking for?
What store was it? Asking for our friend.
Just ate an entire bag at the movie theater. First post I see after I get home. What kind of drugs? Weed? Yeah, that would be more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as it's not fentanyl. right?
There's a lot of other things we don't want.
Yeah, true that. But man, I love gummy bears. I love gummies.
I love the little Coke bottles. It reminds me of my childhood.
Oh yeah.
So I remember in France, you used to go to the candy store and you could pick out. You guys have to ask for the candy.
Yeah. That was the day. That was a good old days.
And they were room temperature too.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, it was always in the summer, so they were like already mushy.
Yes. All right, next. Remember this kid? Dojo.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we haven't watched him in a while. Let's check.
Wait,
this
how
out.
many followers does he have now?
Let's check. Let's check it out. Dojo is
Damn.
Good for you, Dojo.
Yes. And he can continue this.
Yeah, for sure.
The dough spinner. I get this question very often, and I think it's kind of funny because there didn't always used to be a dough spinner. You see, 5 years ago, every single pizza was made exactly how I'm making it today. And while a lot of people like the dough spinner, I refuse to use it. You can call me old-fashioned, but I think the difference that it makes is minimal. And that's because I'm not your average Joe. I enjoy being on the dough station during rushes. While the machine might be my equal, it doesn't have my passion. And I've said this before, and I'll say it a second time.
Which fast food place
How
is he
you
out
do
of?
any-
Is it Domino's or
Papa John's?
or one of those?
Yeah,
But it's one of those, right?
Yeah.
Dude, somebody shouldn't give him a pizza parlor. That would be genius.
Yeah, totally. Someone should invest into his brand.
Yeah.
Right? 100%. Because you can tell, you can clearly tell he enjoys what he's doing.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, yes, he's probably making bank doing this content, but
he could do more.
He could do more. Yes, I agree. And he would be the direct beneficiary of it, right? I think you and I need to invest.
You need to call him. Hey, Dojo.
Yeah.
Anything is how you'll do everything. So yeah, I might not use
Oh
the
yeah,
dough
I
spinner.
keep forgetting. How you do anything is how you do everything. What he always says.
Mm-hmm.
This kid's got a
Meow.
bright fucking future,
Meow.
man. Oh, it's Papa
Meow.
John's.
But that
it
doesn't mean
is?
my pizzas turn out.
You know, Papa John's could have him on some separate payroll already.
Yeah.
And if they don't, Papa
Shame on
John's, what the fuck are you waiting for, dude?
Wrong. At the end, the pizzas come out pretty much the same. In fact, both ways are proper procedure at Papa John's, but I'm always going to say the old-fashioned way is better. Why aren't you using the dough?
I love this kid.
Yeah, this kid's great. He's all. You want to watch? I want to watch one more from him. Is that okay?
Yes.
Can we do that? I'm
Do
gonna pick
do the Papa John shirt.
Papa John shirt. This one.
Or will that get us canceled?
Who cares?
You can't make a career out of making pizzas at Papa John's. That's the point. And it's true. Yeah, truly wrong. You see, a lot of people have this misconception about the food industry. And I'll be upfront, jobs like working at Papa John's can be hard. But nothing in life is easy. And if you put in the work, it can be very rewarding. You see, there are millions of people.
I think
who
we've
have
watched this
turned the
one and I
food
still
industry
want to watch it.
Yeah, 100%.
to a career. It's an industry where there's opportunities to learn, to grow, and even develop skills.
Yep.
And this doesn't just happen in a couple seconds. It takes time. But to say you can't make it a career is absolutely wrong.
I agree.
There's stories
Dude, I'm
of
sorry,
people
but he's
going from
making those
busboys
Papa John
to
pizzas look
multi-unit
good.
restaurant owners. Meow. And heck, maybe you're watching my story right now. Meow. Meow. So yeah, it doesn't matter what your job is, because if there's opportunities to grow and develop, I say that's a career, and that's better. You can't
Dude.
make it.
He's epitome of that.
Yeah, he is.
He took like a job that nobody would even look at twice,
Yep.
and he's made it.
He's created his own opportunity now. And it just goes to show you it's about attitude. Really, really is about attitude. You know, I was talking with the consultant today because we normally do a call. I was texting with him rather. We normally do a catch-up call on Wednesdays. You know, he's no longer like an active part of Mission, but I still do this call with him. I canceled it because I'm tired as fuck. I wanted to come here, hang out with you, do a podcast today instead. And I told him what happened this past Monday at Mission with the power shutting down. And he's like, damn, you just can't catch a break. And, you know, my immediate response was like, yeah, but if I don't keep showing up, I won't catch anything.
Aha.
You know what I mean?
Ding.
Ding, you know, and that's 100% true. And guess what? Mission today was busy as fuck. You know, we had so many of these regulars pop in. Hey, you know, I heard about the shutdown. I heard about the power outage. We're just here to support. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. You know, you're not going to get anything if you don't show up. Remember what we were talking about college? Right? Like, just show up.
Yeah, just show up.
just show up, right?
That means you can. It'll at least prove you can show up for work.
Yes, 100%. So
the kids don't even do that.
No.
They don't even show up to class.
Dojo, we salute you, man. All right, next. Oh, I found this. I saw this and immediately thought of you. Ready?
At this point, everything you watch should be reminding me of you. Of me.
Has 33 miles on it. It was driven home from the dealership and put in this garage. It's been on the road one time. A flippin' time capsule.
It's got a temporary tag on it.
Well,
I can't even believe that. Can you even imagine buying a Corvette brand new, driving it home, and then just parking it? That's it?
Dude, so everything's original.
Yeah, everything.
I like that Corvette with the wheel well, the bra wheel well.
Bra rear wow.
Oh, two-tone. Oh,
Do you know why my algorithm has a bunch of car shit now?
because of me.
Yes, because remember, I bumped into you downstairs before I came upstairs, and you were looking at cars on Facebook Marketplace, like, oh, this is nice. Oh, this is nice. And then I came up here, and I was like, I'm gonna look up some shit I like. And one of them is Corvettes, and now my fucking feed is filled with this shit.
Look at that.
Oh, those racing stripe. I don't know if it's racing.
All that shit on it was actually protecting it.
oh, whoa.
Oh, rat's nest.
We're gonna have to take that all apart and clean it. Somebody made a nice little condo over there.
Oh man.
Probably
Oh.
have to get him some new air filters.
But you know where they got that stuff? They got that stuff from the cushions.
Right.
Shit. So, you're lucky they didn't need the electrical wiring.
Well, you know why they probably didn't. That's a much older cars because back then the wiring wasn't made with soy-based stuff.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So my dad's a mechanic. I mean, he makes a shit ton of money replacing people's wiring because something like, I think I'm 40 now. I think something like 30.
Soy-based.
Yeah, 30 to 35 years ago.
You motherfuckers.
Well, so soy is a subsidized crop
God
in the
damn it.
States. So a lot of the wiring.
I wish we could go back to hemp.
Yeah. A lot of the wiring was coated with soy-based product, and fucking rats and mice eat that.
Oh my God, the tires are even still good.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
They filled them up. Oh, what is it? Got a gold? It's silver into gold.
Yeah. Oh. Hell yeah.
Oh, I want this. I want this.
I knew
so
you'd
bad.
like this.
Oh! The original tires?
Oh, the mice didn't get into the.
Ah, yes, they did. From
did?
underneath. You're gonna sit in that seat and you're gonna be like, ah.
Feel coils.
Yeah, those should come out perfect. Because it's just layered. It wasn't stepped on.
Right.
It's not like. And there's moisture. Moisture is your enemy here.
Woo! 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 Oh yes, and it's manual.
Oh my
Fuck
God.
yeah! Oh my God! Even the stick shift, that bag around the stick is intact.
Oh, I love all the different tones.
Yeah.
Oh my God. God damn.
Did I do good?
80, yeah.
Are you happy? You like
Man.
that? All right, more Frenchy clips. Fuck around and find
Oh,
out.
I saw this.
Yeah.
I think you lost a finger, right?
Probably a few. What?
They're so quick. I don't know why you would do that. I knew it. He's gonna lose his finger. Yeah, he's losing that finger. Sorry, bro.
Fucking deserves it. Oh. 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 Okay. Next. What's this one? Oh, yeah. Did you see this?
No.
Oh, man.
Does that come unattached?
Swatch. Bye-bye.
I just got that on camera. No, Bubba, come on. Holy crap, I just got that on camera.
That person.
Is a fucking moron.
Oh my god. And the problem doesn't end.
Yeah. Holy fuck.
Hey, you good?
That person's scared.
Are you okay? Hold on, man. I'm gonna call 911, okay?
Hold on the phone with him.
Holy fuck.
What in
Oh, man. Well,
Technologia!
hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as we did making it. And remember, it always gets better. And with that said, I'm Chef Brian Sound, not your typical chef.
But then it always gets better.
Yes.